Good evening friends. Today we shall discuss about isoelectric focusing. Before that, I request all of my friends, please subscribe my YouTube channel and also watch, like and share my videos with your friends. Isoelectric focusing, known as IEF, is a powerful technique used primarily for the separation of proteins and other biomolecules according to their isoelectric points. The isoelectric point of a protein is the pH at which it carries no net charge. That means it is electrically neutral. That means it is electrically neutral. This is because at isoelectric pH, the proteins exist in Jupiter ionic forms, having equal number of positive and negative charges. We know that the net charge of a protein is determined by the pH of the surrounding medium. If the pH of the medium is less than its isoelectric point, then the proteins will have net positive charge and hence during electrophoresis they will migrate towards the negatively charged electrode known as cathode. On the other hand, if the pH of the medium is greater than its isoelectric point, then the proteins will have net negative charge. Because of this, during electrophoresis, they will migrate towards the positively charged electrode known as anode. Now the question is, how do charged molecules behave during electrophoresis if there is a pH gradient between cathode and the anode? In such cases, molecules will migrate towards the oppositely charged electrodes until they reach a point at which the pH is equal to its isoelectric point. Because at isoelectric point, proteins exist in Jupiter ionic forms, so they will be electrically neutral, and as a result, there will be no further movement. So proteins will remain stationary at their respective isoelectric points and will become focused into distinct bands. When a protein sample is electrophoresed through such a pH gradient, then proteins having different isoelectric points will migrate towards the oppositely charged electrode until they reach their respective isoelectric points at which they become deuterions, and as a result they cease to move. In this way, proteins are separated according to their isoelectric points. This figure illustrates the principles of isoelectric focusing. The most widely used system for IEF utilizes horizontal gels on glass plates or plastic sheets. Since this method requires proteins to move freely according to their charge under the electric field, isoelectric focusing is carried out in low percentage gels in order to avoid any sieving effect. 4% polyacrylamide gels are commonly used. However, agarose is also used, especially for the study of high molecular weight proteins. In this technique, electrophoresis takes place through a pH gradient. The gradient is established across a gel by electrophoresing ampholytes. Now the question is, what are ampholytes? They are complex mixtures of synthetic polyamino and polycarboxylic acids. The gradient ranges from pH 2 to pH 11. In our example, the sample contains two different proteins A and C. The isoelectric point of A is 3 and that of C is 9. In this example, the sample has been applied on the gradient in a region where pH ranges from 5 to 6. So this is the surrounding pH. The net charge of a protein is determined by the pH of the surrounding medium. At this pH, protein A will have net negative charge. This is because the isoelectric point of A, that is 3, is less than the surrounding pH. When the current is switched on, it will initially migrate towards the anode. As it proceeds, the surrounding pH will steadily decrease and the positive charge on protein A will increase correspondingly. This migration will continue until the protein has arrived at a point at which the pH is equal to its isoelectric point. Because the isoelectric point of protein A is 3, so at this pH it will exist as Jupiter ion having no net charge. As Jupiter ions are electrically neutral, the protein will cease to move and will remain focused as a distinct band at a region of pH 3. On the other hand, at this pH, protein C will have net positive charge. This is because its isoelectric point is greater than the surrounding pH. During electrophoresis, it will initially migrate towards the cathode. As it proceeds, the surrounding pH will increase steadily and the positive charge on protein C will decrease correspondingly. Protein C will migrate until it has arrived at a point at which the pH is equal to its isoelectric point. As the isoelectric point of protein C is 9, at this region it will exist as Jupiter ions having no net charge. Because Jupiter ions are electrically neutral, so at a pH of 9, the protein C will cease to move and will remain focused as a distinct band. So in this way, proteins are separated according to their isoelectric points by isoelectric focusing. Isoelectric focusing has several applications. Number 1, it is a critical tool in proteomics for the detailed analysis of protein mixture. Number 2, in addition to qualitative analysis, this technique is also used to estimate the relative amount of proteins in a sample. Number 3, IEF is used as a preparative technique to purify proteins. Number 4. This technique is widely used in clinical diagnostics for identification and characterization of disease-related proteins and isoenzymes. In addition, this technique is also used to analyze isoenzyme patterns and to investigate functional properties of proteins. Number 7. By combining with other techniques such as immunoblotting and mass spectrometry, this technique is used to study protein-protein interaction. Finally, IEF is also used for the development of therapeutic proteins and biologics. Friends, this is all about the principle, procedure and applications of isoelectric focusing. For more updates, subscribe my YouTube channel Sam Biology Plus.